One of the quotes of yours that I remember the most, and I want you to elaborate on the moment. A young kid from Akron, Ohio. Elaborate on the journey.
Man, we always said, we was LA too when we was growing up. We said, but we're Lower Akron, and now we're here in Los Angeles. But yeah, I'm just a kid from Akron, Ohio, small city, and to be able to make it out of the situation I made out of, coming from a single-parent household, only child, the adversities and the things that me and my mother went through when we were younger. It still doesn't feel real, for me to be at this position, be in this point in my life. But I give it all back to them. They right over there, center court. My family. I got my boys here from high school. Without them, I wouldn't be able to do this.
I saw Kareem break Wilt Chamberlain's record in 1984, and Chick Hearn said no one would ever do it. And here you are today. Just talk about the discipline and the commitment and the drive that you've had to sacrifice to get to this point.
I mean, I've sacrificed a lot, and the most thing that I've sacrificed that it is very tough is sacrificing time with my family. Time away from my kids, time away from my wife, my mom, et cetera, et cetera. And the best thing that they gave me was the ability to do that and tell me, don't worry about us. Go get your goals. Go work on your journey. Go, the things that you want to do in life. We're here for you. So, it takes a lot, man. It takes a lot of dedication, a lot of things that you want to do that you can't do because you want to be as great as you can be. You want to be the greatest to ever play the game or be ranked up there with some of the greatest ever play. So you lose out on a lot of fun, but I'm a disciplined guy, and I wouldn't want to have it any other way.
Every time you touched the ball, the crowd went crazy. Just talk about the relationship between the crowd.
Oh, man, listen, we've built a relationship over the last 5 years, and the Laker faithful has been kind to me, kind to my family, and I just try to give it back to them every night I step on the floor. And tonight was one of those moments where I was able to give it back to them, and they gave me a lot of energy.
Brother, we love you, we respect you, and congratulations, man.
Hey, LeBron, over the last several years, the names, it's been Jordan, Kobe, Malone, and tonight Kareem. How does it hit you to sit atop that scoring mountain?
I don't think it has. I don't think it has hit me. I had a moment, obviously when it happened and embracing that moment and seeing my family and my friends and, people that's been, around me since I started this journey, even before the NBA. So, I definitely had a moment right there, very emotional, just to, knowing just, me be from a kid from a small town in Ohio and I had a moment there, but I don't think it's really hit me on what just transpired. As much as I tried to live in the moment, it was kind of a blur. But looking back there and seeing my guys back there and being out there on the floor with my kids and my wife, my mom, and it's a really cool feeling.
Dan. LeBron, specifically, what was it like to share this moment with your sons? Two basketball players, talked to him at halftime, saw him obviously on the court in the locker room. What was it like for you to be their dad tonight?
It ain't about basketball with me when it comes to being a father. It's about setting an example, being a role model every day. It's a 24-hour, 7-day a week thing, and basketball has given me a lot. Has taken me all over the world, has inspired a lot of people. But, for me, being a father is something even, way more dynamic, way more driven than the game. So, I try to set an example, by how I treat their mother on a day-to-day basis, how I treat their grandmothers, how I treat their little sister, how I treat others with kind and with patience and things of that nature. And hopefully I can just, instill life skills on them so when they walk out, in the real world, they'll be able to handle themselves like men, which they've been able to do thus far in their early stages of their life. So, basketball is just extra credit.
LeBron, there was a
ton of anticipation leading into tonight, and we get late in the third quarter. You're shooting it well, 34 points already, and it's the moment's upon us. You take us into there was one shot. You made the one shot to break the record. Was that a spot you were looking for? Did the play unfold before your eyes? What was the feeling?
No, it wasn't. I mean, I just played the game as it's supposed to be played tonight, as I've always done. Didn't press myself. Didn't, over exude too much energy. When it comes to, the record, I felt pretty good. I felt in a good rhythm. And once I get in a good rhythm, then I feel like I make any shot on the floor. To break the record, I was able to get to a really good spot on the floor where I'm very comfortable with and get to one of my patented fadeaway shots, and I know a lot of people wanted me to go to the sky hook to break the record or one of my signature dunks. But my fadeaway was a signature play as well, and I was able to get it, and it touched nothing but the bottom of the net. That was pretty cool.
LeBron, Kareem has been the steward of this record for almost 40 years. When he broke it, Wilt Chamberlain not attend. What did it mean to you to have Kareem here tonight, watching the game, but also coming up and sort of having that ceremonial moment of handing off the record to you?
I just think it's great for the game of basketball. It's we talked about for years and years and years. I'm a historian of the game, so I know what, guys like Kareem and Wilt and MJ and Magic and Bird and, Oscar Robertson, Elgin Baylor, the rest, I can be up here all night talking about so many greats and legends. For me, personally, it's just an honor to be just named with the greats. Be in a conversation with the greats that played this game before me. That's some of the greats that's playing right now. And then there's going to be some greats that play, when I'm done playing the game. So it's just always just it's a surreal feeling. Me and my boys, my guys, we talk about it all the time, about how we used to watch these guys and how we used to compare these guys, or we used to think we were those guys when we would play, AAU or just playing around in the backyard or whatever the case may be. And now we actually, up here with them, and my name is being compared to them or whatever the case may be. So it's just a real surreal feeling for sure.
LeBron, everyone talks about who the GOAT is. How would you describe the GOAT, and where would you put yourself in that conversation?
I don't know, man. For me, I think it's great barbershop talk. It's going to happen forever and ever. If I was the GM or whatever the case may be of a franchise that was starting up and I had the number one pick, I'd take me. But that's just me because I believe in myself. I know what I bring to the table. A guy that's been able to transform his game over the course of 20 years to be able to play any position in this league and excel at any position. I can play 1 through 5. I've led the league in assists. I've been able to do whatever this game has wanted me to do, and also just transform my game as well. When I first got into the league, it was very slow. I remember I playoff game with Detroit where we was in the 70s. Finals games where we was in the 70s with San Antonio in the 80s. To now you see a team score 150 and you have to be able to keep up. And more threes and things of that nature. So, just being able to stay, with the curve and changing my game if I needed to, or just improve my game, but that don't take away from nobody else. So many great players has played this game and has last long legacies in this game. This NBA is a beautiful thing, and it's been some beautiful players that play it, but I can't take nobody over me.
LeBron, you have championships, MVPs, finals MVPs, and countless other accolades. Where does this achievement rank for you among all your basketball accolades?
I don't know. The championship sit at the top because I'm a team first guy when it comes to understanding that you can't be great in this league without great teammates, great coaches that prepare yourself every single day to be great. So, the championships will always sit at the top for me because that's just where I come from. I come from playing championship basketball since the first day I ever played organized basketball when I was 8 years old. So that would always sit at the top. I didn't set this was not a goal for me. That's why it's probably so surreal and so just like weird to me because I never ever talked about being an all-time scorer in NBA history. It's never even been a thought of mine until I guess I start seeing my numbers get closer and closer. I was like, oh wow, this is kind of crazy. This is it's weird, but I guess I can do it because I'm gonna be playing and I know I'm still playing at a high level, so it can happen. But I don't know where it sits. I've been able to do some incredible things in this league, and hopefully I can do some more incredible.